let me just introduce myself again before I share the things again. All right, I'm Ivy Fong. I am one of the hosts for this whole event, the first NFT Virtual Exhibitions Festival in Malaysia, just happening last week, together with Matthew. Now, a bit about myself. I have been introduced to cryptocurrency since 2017, and I am really into it. And not only that, I'm really into the technology behind it, which is the blockchain. And I have been looking for like the blockchain company to work with or work for, so that I can learn more about the technology. Then in 2018, I found NAM and I joined NAM, which is one of the blockchain company. They have had for office in KL. So I've been with them for 3 years. What I did during these 3 years are mainly creating training syllabus and creating syllabus for university. So because they are adopting the syllabus I created in the university. Since young, I like art as well. So when this NFT getting more popular, and when if Matthew invite me to join this project, I said yeah, definitely, because it's something that two things that I like. So yeah, that's pretty much a little bit about myself, and I do a lot of sharing on blog post as well as video talking about blockchain and NFT as well. So again, scan the QR code to my Linktree account. All my sharings are there. So that's about me. Anybody have any questions about me before I start the sessions? Yes, Zikri, anything you want to ask?
It's really interesting that you're learning blockchain. Do you have to know programming to learn about blockchain?
No,
Any languages?
no, not really.
Really?
No, not really. It depends on what you want to do about blockchain. Like I started my career as a programmer like years ago. I was a programmer, then I left and I went into management, sales, and whatnot. Then I get back to wanted to come back to programming, but I ended up doing more on blockchains, because there's a few things about it. You need people to code for the blockchain. You need people to code for the applications, but you need people to advocate to it, to promote how to use it. It just
Mm-hmm.
like you any program out there, right? Any, like for example, any of those creator tools you use to create your art, there are people who advocate to it, to use it, to teach people how to use it, and there are people at the back end to code it and make it better, with a better architecture. So it depends on like what you want to do with blockchain. Then you just learn whatever you need to know, but the concept of blockchain would be important.
Mm. So, can you share with us quickly, like one of your favorite application for blockchain besides art?
One of my favorite applications of in blockchain is NFT, because the NFT is not only for art, which I'm going to mention later on in the my sharing as well. Let's start it officially today about this training or sharing. I call it NFT for creators, because as artists, we are all creators. We create content, we create something beautiful, we create something meaningful, and we create something with messages that is sometimes can really change someone or even change the humankind. So don't underestimate the power of art. I think you all do understand that because you guys are here today. All right, this course is formulated specially for people like you. All right, I do need a bit of participations from you all, which can you guys share with me as an artist, what kind of problem you guys face the most?
Platform is a platform. Maybe our explore and expose is not so wide. So sometimes our platform is limited.
So the lack of platform for you to expose yourself, right?
Yeah.
Any others?
Technical problem. We don't have our really know how to use software or anything. So it's our limitation as well.
Okay, this it depends on whether you are digital artist or non-digital artist. So when you are non-digital artist, then technical could be some issue for you, right?
Visibility, branding ourselves, and also visibility.
Branding and visibility.
And
Any
of course, also for the market, especially for photography. Photographic art or pictorial art are not that well received, or rather accepted as a collection for most collectors, people in this part of the world, versus the Western world, I believe.
what do you think is the reason for not well received, Kim Poon?
I think it could be the assumption that photographic art now are all digital, versus those art that are handmade. There's only one piece, that kind of thing. So digitally, nowadays photographs can be replicated, and even I can print it out. I can print many. So, or even you can say it's limited edition, but still the mindset, I believe, could be a kind of barrier.
So it's something like a pirated issue lah. I mean, it's like not only on photography or anything lah.
Yeah, can be categorized some around that one.
Okay, okay. Anybody else?
I personally feel that because I came back from Perth and I joined a few exhibitions there, and I feel that in Malaysia there are not many exhibitions or competitions that we can join.
So in Australia there will be not an issue, right?
Yes, they have exhibitions or competitions like every few months, and quite a few community as well. So it's very common in there, but it's not so common in Malaysia.
Here is some of those that like I collected from other people who share. They said that selling artworks without a gallery and agent representation is one of the main issue they have. An amount of income royalties going to the creator is a bit less, and sometimes, right, I understand, because I have a very short period of time representing an artist, so collecting royalty can be a bit of an issue, or it comes late. And getting more exposure, like you guys mentioned, is also an issue. Going to the public and talk with the people. Sometimes a lot of artists have come to me also say that they would like to have somebody to represent themselves, and then they will hide behind their work. And the recognitions from others, collaborations with brands, making a living purely from doing art, and marketing of the work. So there is quite a number that is same as what you have shared just now. Now the reason that I'm asking for this is because I can share a lot of information. I can share that like what NFT can do, but does it solve your problem, right? I think that is the main thing that we want to get any information is, are those informations really solving my problem? So we are trying to address all this issue over here and see how much NFT can address this issue and what the limitations of NFT. Now, nothing is very perfect that can address everything, including NFT. All right. Now, I have a next questions over here. What is your successful experience that you may share? Like something you do that you find it is very successful and you would like to share with the artists. One of the artists, right, that I found out from the internet saying that like she thought that like people only only interested in the work she does, but actually, right, people like to know what's the life like as an artist. And once she starts sharing that, right, she gets more feedback from the fans. So just want to know from you all, do you have any other successful experience that's of you? For example, I do more exhibitions, I'll get more fans built up in my community.
4 years ago. So through my experience, one of my successful experiences will be group exhibition.
Okay.
organized by the locals as a beginner, lah, as a newbie.
So that give you a good exposure.
Yes, and also we get to meet other artists, and perhaps we get to meet art collectors as well.
Mm. Anybody else? Now, what is NFT? NFT is non-fungible token. So it is an asset class on the blockchain that is unique by itself. Now, I like to use this example. A fungible token is something like our money. For example, $1 I have and $1 you have, we exchange. It's not going to affect any value you have on hand. You still have $1, I still have $1. It's just like Bitcoin. We exchange our Bitcoin, it's not going to affect the value of the Bitcoin because the market perceive it at the same value. But if you have your passport and my passport, even though it's both issued by Malaysia, it looks exactly the same from outside, but inside all the informations are different. If we exchange our passport, it's not going to be the same. We won't be able to get out of the country, and it's even an offense to hold somebody else's passport. So that passport is a non-fungible asset. So if we says that like we put our passport on the blockchain, that would be a non-fungible token. And you can consider this non-fungible token, right, is a certificate of an assistant of anything that you want to put on the blockchain. So now you would like to put your art on the blockchain, so you create it as an NFT to give it a certification of birth, for example. It's like a certification of birth for your art on the blockchain. With the certificates, for example, when you want to transfer your car to somebody else, you transfer basically the ownership you're going to put on the car title, right? It's just the same. When you want to transfer the ownership of an art, for example, or anything else that's like unique, you can transfer this NFT if you put it on on the blockchain. So it's like a certificate of this object on the blockchain. And what the benefits of creating an NFT representing something unique on the blockchain? It can be authenticated, because anything, right, that you created on the blockchain need to sign by the creator. And how the creator sign and says that like I am the person who issued this asset is by using its private key. And how the private key come about, we are going to talk about it later. So anything that put on the blockchain created by this creator, it's going to link together. So even if somebody else, right, taking the same piece of art or same piece of object, the unique object, and then want to create another NFT on the blockchain, because he doesn't has your private key, the NFT is going to look different. So that's the way you can authenticate your work. And then it also make it easy for you to collect royalty, because you can make it like you can build in the collections of the royalty every time the product being resell, and then it's traceable. So whether that has been resell or is still on the first buyer. And talking about another example, right? If you're doing music, now how many times your music are being bought, how many copy is being bought by your fans? All this, right, can be clearly recorded on the blockchain, and the royalty can be programmed to go to you right away. There are different way of doing all this mechanism, but just think of it that way. Because earlier on, to collect your royalty, as I understand, sometimes can be delayed for years. So this can make things faster and more traceable and more transparent. Generally, this is the uniqueness of NFT. I put in an acronym for you to be easier to understand. Just think about it as A card, to represent that it's in the asset class and it's like a certifications. It can be authenticated for you to collect a royalty and it's traceable. Now, if you all have heard of this art that is being sold last year by Peebles, every day is the first 5,000. These artists have been making digital art for the past 12 years every single day. And he made a collage of this 5,000 piece of art together and sold it as a NFT for 69.3 million USD. Another one is this Charlie Beat My Finger video clip. Has millions of it has billions of viewer, and then somebody and recently they just sold this video clip for 700 US 700 million, no 700 US dollar. This clip have been like 13 years ago on YouTube, so they have been a kind of early adopter of the YouTube. This is something that what Ivan would do, pixel art. Actually, this is the very first NFT on Ethereum. Not this picture. I mean, like CryptoPunk. Even they have this ERC 721. A bit of technical terms over here is the standard for NFT on Ethereum nowadays. This is created even before that. This is one of the most expensive cyberpunk that been sold. And probably you guys have heard of this also. Jack Dorsey, the co-founder of Twitter, sold his first tweet, just setting up my Twitter, for 2.9 million US dollar, and the buyer is from Malaysia. Now, and CryptoKitty have been made popular on 2017, and that is the first time most people learn about NFT. Other than people, the earlier wave is CryptoKitties. This is the most expensive CryptoKitty, called Dragon. Now, bring us back closer. This is by Ronald Ong, one of the is a Penangite who also starts selling NFT on his art. And talking about we have a filmmaker over here. We have a professional dancer that joined us last week. We're talking about like video. How are you gonna do it? Is it possible? Is it only for art? No. NBA Top Shots is also coming from the same company doing the CryptoKitty. They take the moments, right? For example, like LeBron dunk, and then whoever else, they sometimes just selling just that few seconds of the moment, or they bundle it as well. So yeah, filmmaker, or if you are a dancer performing art, you probably can do that to your creations as well. And this is another pixel art. It's a neon cats. This is some of the example of NFT. Just want to show you it is not only about digital art. It really can be anything unique. Some of those that I have just mentioned, if you notice, right, there are some similarity between them. Now what? You can see that like there are consistencies there. Like people have been doing that for 12 years. They have exposure. For example, the video clip, it has exposures of like billions of people watch it before. And sometimes they be the first. For example, like the cyberpunk, they are the first one of doing like NFT in pixel art. Or being innovative like the CryptoKitty. Some people just do it and try it out. Or it could be a household name like NBA, or there are message behind it, just like people's art. The person who bought it say that like, I bought it because it brings a strong message saying that if you continuously doing something, improve your skills and everything. So what I want to mention to you is NFT is not something magical that like once you put your work on the NFT, it will transform your artist journey. There is still work that need to be done. still need to be consistent with your work, but it definitely give you another channel to expose yourself to a different buyer. Because on the traditional channel that like you are using, those people who are owning the crypto, right, they might not be that group of buyer. Now you are going into a different channel. This group of people start to learn and start to want to buy art. So it opened a totally new group of buyer to you and probably collaborators. So it cut down the, so NFT can help you to cut down the involvement of intermediaries. So you might need to have like a representation, you might have to have like agency or representative to help you to sell the art earlier on, because you do not have a channel, you do not have the platform. But now you can go on to NFT platform out there like OpenSea, Reliable, Mintable, and others. And transparency of payment. How much they paid for it, how much loyalty you get from the resale, how when they bought it, all these kind of things, right, is transparent. You can always check it, and you even know that like whether when it's being transferred to the buyer and everything, even though like years later on. It definitely gives you more exposure, as I mentioned just now, and it available to different group of buyer like the crypto holders. More opportunity and collaborations. Now, especially on digital art or any other things, there could be gaming company or other whoever company that's scouting for different talents, and they might see in this NFT marketplace, they might found you and they might work with you. Now, we might say that like the unemployment rate in Malaysia is very high, but there are two category of work that's still hiring people as IT field as well as in art. So there are opportunities out there, but you just need to open yourself to a different channels. And it always, when you mint your NFT, the NFT is always going to be there, and some might worry that what if OpenSea closed down? What if whichever platform that is closed down? But the NFT you mint, right, there's two things over here: the platform, which is the marketplace, and then it's the NFT itself. The NFT itself is actually on the blockchain, and anything on the blockchain will always be there no matter what, even until the last few computers maintaining the network. Something to take note of: when you hook on to any platform, like I mentioned just now, right, there is OpenSea, there is Reliable, there is Mintable, and many more marketplaces can come up, for example, like Binance as well. Every single platform would have their different terms and conditions. It's just like when you are selling on Shopee, you're selling on Lazada, you're selling on Amazon. Each of these, right, their terms and conditions might be similar, but their terms and conditions most likely gonna have some slight difference. Always make sure that you read the terms and conditions there, and do pay attention to if they have any updates, because terms and conditions can be updated, and usually they would inform you if you are a user on their platform. So where the actual artwork is stored, there's a different way. That one you also need to check with the platform. Some is storing on the IPFS, which is called the interplanetary file system. Okay, anyway, it's just a way for you to save your artwork in a distributed manner, or it could just save on your traditional database manner. And like I mentioned, the certificate, an NFT is a certificate of your artwork. It's authenticated, it's traceable. But the actual artwork it depends on whether it's going to be delivered to the buyer. Now, all these things were done in a smart contract. What is a smart contract? A smart contract is a bunch of code that is written. If any criteria is being met, it's going to be executed by itself. So it's just like any other contract, it could be customized as well. But all these terms and conditions would be listed in the platform you use. So most importantly, if you do not get what is smart contract, you do not know what the blockchain, how it works, it is okay. Most importantly, you need to know what is the terms and conditions stated by the marketplace, because that is the terms and conditions that you need to abide to. Now, your intellectual property. Generally, your intellectual property is still going to be with you, except otherwise. It's just like, when you do any art, you write a music, you compose a music. If you do not sign off your IP to someone else, because for example, like a music, right? Or even your cover of your album, previously I heard of these cases, the artist did not buy the IP of his or her album cover. He or she cannot use that cover even if that is his or her picture on the cover, because it belongs to the company. So know your IP, like the work you created, but generally as an artist, like we create the artwork, the IP is with you, except you assign it otherwise. So what are you selling? You selling the art, or you selling limited editions of the art? Because it allows you to create like 5 copy of it, or 10 copy of it, or 100 copy of it. So you just need to know what are you selling. And fluctuations of currency. It's good or bad of this. This involve a bit of cryptocurrency and the economic behind it. So when you sell your artwork, for example, you managed to sell it, somebody bought it from you for 1 Ethereum. The price of the Ethereum now can be 1,000 USD, but 10 months later it can be 10,000 USD or 100 USD. So you need to pay attention to the cryptocurrency. After you collect your cryptocurrency, you can convert it back to fiat currency, like your ringgit, Malaysia. That is up to you. And if you believe that there is a bright future for cryptocurrency, you might keep that. Okay, so these are the few things that you need to take note of, and a lot of this is combinations of our law and regulations, and also blockchain general knowledge.
The smart contract, right? Let's say for beginners, if I want to upload my music on OpenSea, let's say, does it necessary to have a smart contract, or you can choose not to have a smart contract?
No, everything's right on the OpenSea, and things, because you listing is not, it just means your NFT listing, not until you sold your NFT, right? All this, from that onward, right, those things are going to be captured in a smart contract, and those smart contract, right, is predetermined by OpenSea. So
Oh,
yeah, that's why I said that, read their terms and conditions. So those are standard. I'm talking about here, it could be different, right? Is, for example, in the future, because everybody here, right, we are very early adopters.
mhm.
There are many others concepts, right, that is being developed now. So it could have many variation later on that put in different smart contract.
Mm.
So now you don't. That's why I said, right. Even though you don't understand what is it, it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Most importantly is to read the terms and conditions of the platform you using, because smart contract is already done by them, And
So it's not that us, the creator, that designed the smart. I mean, decides what needs to be put inside the smart contract. Then whoever buys our art, then the smart contract executes itself. If that's what I'm trying to figure out.
okay, I get what you mean. Now, if you are using OpenSea, you don't worry about it because as long as you get onto it, use their applications, the smart contract that behind the scene is taken care by them.
Mm-hmm.
But in the future, say you want to have your own applications or you use different platform, they might have a different terms and conditions that put into the code, a different executions. Then you need to read their terms and conditions, or if you are doing it on your own, like you create your own platform or whatever, you want to have different terms and conditions, and that would go into a different it could be similar because like generally it won't run too far away, but
Mm-hmm.
it could be something that like you want to put in as differently as well. So all this kind of things and that like executions of this IP and everything, right? It also uh, involve a bit of the local or rules and regulation, IP law and such. So that uh, is a bit like a step further lah, that we need to look into. If
Okay.
you say that like you want to take a step further into doing different things, which in the future very soon because I have been hearing some of the project behind the scene and how they want to do things differently. So that could be the different smart contract you need to look into, but you don't have to know like how the coding done behind the scene. All you need to know is like the person or the platform you work with, what is the term and conditions they mentioned over there.
What is the simplest terms and conditions that OpenSea does for us? Or do we?
Generally on OpenSea is they provide you a platform for you to mint your NFT. The IP is still belongs to you.
Okay.
To sell multiple copy as well. So there is a section for you to fill in that how many copy you want to meet.
Okay.
Just now I mentioned that like there could be many more different applications for NFT, right? And NFT is not only for art. It can be represent your diploma, like you finish your degree, and now and many years already we know there are many fake diploma, right? Some university that we never heard of issue out diploma and all this kind of things, and even in Philippines, right, there is one street out there that like you can go there and print a fake certificate. I can't remember the name already last time, but they shared with me. So you can use NFT to represent your diploma. Like for example, the university want to adopt this and then issue your certificates as an NFT, and they certify this. So your employer can just go and check out. Oh, okay, you are really being certified by this university, for example. And says if one day our government would like to use NFT to represent our car registrations card, we can do that. So the transfer of the ownership of the card can be as easy as just a few clicks away and be done within one day. And property deeds, like in our land and survey, sometimes the ownership of the land is not very clear, loss of the records and everything. And if we want to buy and sell of property, it took the lawyer a few months or weeks, if fast, to go and check out the land, if it's like really belong to this person, is there any caveat, and if it's on the blockchain, it could be a few clicks away and shorten all this of process. Use it as a national ID, or use it to represent an antique, or use it in gaming. Now gaming, last time people buy a game console to play game, pay for the game game applications, and now we have some free to play games, and now people are doing some play to earn game as well. You pay games to earn and earn. They have this XC cryptocurrency game that is on the blockchain, and all these kind of things is start to evolve. Sometimes we might not be able to understand what is the concept behind it, but just have an open mind to check on it. Sometimes it's just that, like, we haven't know the logic behind it, but it will happen. All right, so just want to share with you that it could have many different applications. And what you need to have in order to start to mint your NFT. Now we go to this part. You need the crypto wallet. So NFT is an asset on blockchain, right? Any asset that on the blockchain needs an account. Think of it as like you putting your money in a bank. No matter is your USD or your Ringgit Malaysia or Singapore dollars, you can put it in the bank. Of course, different type of accounts, because in our banking system, we are not allowed to put different currency into an account. There will be a different account. The cryptocurrency is like money in your bank, and you need an account to hold this cryptocurrency. And a wallet is just like your balance sheet that you have, saying that, like, I have different account holding different currency. And this crypto wallet is an application that you can download and install in your mobile, desktop. And the one that we are going to use is called the Metamask, which you can use it as a Chrome extension. And what you need is a cryptocurrency, because NFT is on the blockchain, right? So you need to have the currency on the blockchain, which is the cryptocurrency. It's supposed to be one word, typo over here. You need to have cryptocurrency in order to do any transactions on the blockchain. And you need your artwork in digital format. And you need a marketplace. Now, if you can see, I put the marketplace at a lighter color, is because you can mint an NFT with or without a marketplace. Don't worry too much about it. We are going to use a marketplace to do it, to be more easy. But I just want to let you know that you can actually mint an NFT without a marketplace. It's a bit tedious and not as easy. All I want to do here is just to let you know it's possible. But we are going to use OpenSea as the marketplace for us to mint and list the artwork. Cryptocurrency is created when the blockchain is started. That's one of the ways for the cryptocurrency to be created. For example, Ethereum is one of those prominent blockchain platform out there. The native cryptocurrency for Ethereum is called ETH. For Ethereum, it is also a platform that allowed you to create other cryptocurrency as well. Now, and we create cryptocurrency, right? Just not create it out of nothing. There must be a use for this cryptocurrency that it will have value. It's just like our money. If nobody want to use a certain type of money, the money would have no value. It is the usage that gives the value to the money. It's the same as the cryptocurrency. So, for example, just now, Elaine, you asked, is it created by Crypto Art Group? Now, says now you would like to have a cryptocurrency that only used to buy art for a certain group. You can create your cryptocurrency, provided you give a meaning to it, a usage to it. But the cryptocurrency we're talking over here is the one that started when it is together with the blockchain. Zikri say cryptocurrency is just term for digital currency. They are not inclusive of art, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, correct. Zikri, cryptocurrency is just like your money in digital form on the blockchain. Now, I'm going to show you how to install your crypto wallet, because the first thing you need to do is to have your crypto wallet, or else you won't be able to even start an account in OpenSea. I'll explain why later. So what you need to do is have your Ethereum wallet, because we are using because OpenSea use Ethereum blockchain, so we need to get a crypto wallet that is supported this Ethereum, my grammar. So we need to get a cryptocurrency. So we need to get a crypto wallet that is supporting this blockchain, which is the Ethereum that we're going to use. And we need to have okay, this wallet is not only going to be able to hold your cryptocurrency, it's able to hold your NFT as well. Now, remember just now at the very beginning, I mentioned non-fungible token and fungible token. Your cryptocurrency is fungible token, and your NFT is non-fungible token. Both are tokens and both are on the blockchain, so they are both can be hold in your wallet, which means that you are the owner of this NFT and the cryptocurrency until they are sold or they are being transferred to somebody else. So we are going to use the Chrome extension for this wallet because it's easier to use. Before we start, a very, 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 very important point. Keep your private key and recovery phrase backup and to yourself only. Do not share it with somebody else except you want to grant that person a full control of your asset. Okay? It's like you guasad it to somebody else already when you give away your private key and your recovery phrase. You guys know what is guasa mean, huh? Okay, back up your private key and recovery phrase. Now I'm going to start to play this video. It's going to show you that how to install the Chrome extensions and how to generate your account. So you go to metamask.io and download the extensions. Click yes to get set up. Okay, let me just explain a little bit. You go to the metamask.io, download the Chrome extension, just like you download any extensions. I bet most of you have done that before. So all this kind of installation it will be done by itself. And when it comes to this video, right, do watch the video. It will tell you how to keep your recover phrase and tell you that what is important. And just now, I here is about the password. Creating the passwords is important. But in case you forgot your password, you can still recover your wallet as long as you have private key and your recovery key. Because why? The password you created is basically for you to decrypt your private key. But if you lost your private key or your recovery phrase, there's no way for you to recover your wallet. So I could not stress this enough. Just make sure you back up these two things. Now this is a wrong example for me when I'm broadcast this to you because I'm not going to use this account. But do not broadcast this to anybody for the account that or the wallet that you are creating. This is the recovery phrase we're talking about. It's 12 English words. It will ask you to, if you remember just now earlier on, right, it gives you these 12 words, and now come to the next screens, right, it asks you to recreate it in the correct sequence. So basically up until here, your account is generated. So this would be your account. Once you generated, right, you have nothing inside. You have 0 ETH, it means 0 USD lah. So the USD here basically is telling you how much the ETH worth as of the time you log into your wallet. And here, if you see the account 1 here, you see this, it actually is a long phrase, start with 0x. This is an account on the Ethereum. It's just like your account number in bank. So when you open an account in any bank, it will have an account number for you. Different bank might have different length of this bank account number. So for different blockchain, they have a different address length as well. And for Ethereum, it starts with OX. This is not the full one. When you click on it, you will get the full one. All right. Let's continue. Now, after you have created that account using the Chrome, right, just leave it there and go to OpenSea.io. Now, normally, right, when you go and open an account in any other website, they either ask you, give us your email, and then go ahead and type in your password to sign up. Or they say that, like, do you want to sign up with your Gmail? And then you just click the like yes, and then it will link it to you. Now, on OpenSea is different because all the transactions run on blockchain and it needs the wallets to do so. So it actually connects to your wallet. And now you have your wallet created on the Metamask through this Chrome extensions. So as long as you are signing in to your Metamask wallet, when you go to OpenSea, it will detect it and ask if you want to connect your account on the OpenSea to your wallet. So basically, you are signing in to OpenSea using your Metamask wallet, the address in your Metamask wallet. So it will lead you here to this, and you're all set. You have already created a wallet. Okay, up until here, you actually already create a wallet in Metamask, as well as connect your Metamask to the OpenSea. Yes, thank you, Ivan, for reminding to screenshot. And I would say, do take a piece of paper to write it down as well. If you have not accustomed yourself to cryptocurrency or blockchain, it would sound, and it's the first time you hear about this, don't worry too much about it because it's normal that you do not get it. When I first started, I don't get it as well. I have been hearing about it like hundreds times. So about how much you need to invest to start to create your NFT, right? Now, different platform would have a different fee. Some is more expensive, some is not. And for OpenSea, as of now, because Ethereum is kind of low and the gas fee. Now, gas fee is like a transactions fee. It's just like when you go and do your TT, your remittance, you need to pay a certain administration's fee for the bank to clear the funds for you, for it to go to send it overseas to the other person. You need to pay some fees, right? So this gas fee is like the transaction you pay, the transactions fee you pay when you do this kind of remittance. So what you need to, your investment would be the registrations fee for different platform and the gas fee. And certain platform would charge different commissions fee when your NFT is sold. On the OpenSea, it would be 2.5%. Do watch out also if they have changed any of their terms and conditions, but so far I don't think they're going to do any changes, but just watch out. And some platform is cheaper than OpenSea, because currently OpenSea is about $10 to $15 USD for registering an account. Some platform, they might say that like, no, we do not charge you registrations fee, but we charge you a higher commissions when your NFT is being sold. So it depends on which platform you are going on. So today we're talking about OpenSea here. And OpenSea, the registrations fee is about 10 to 15. It fluctuates. It depends on how much is the price of Ethereum exactly at the point you're paying for it. Elaine, this platform sounds like an agent. You can consider that as an agent, but normally an art agent, right, they would do the work as like promoting your art and such. But generally, this is just like a marketplace. Take it as if like it is the Amazon or Lazada or Shopee for NFT.
Hi, Ivy.
Yes, Jeremy.
I just want to know if so, like for OpenSea, right? Would you be able to link other wallets besides MetaMask? For example, like Luno.
Luno, I don't think so. Okay, let me just stop this and share another things. Yeah, here, use a different wallet. If you don't use MetaMask, you can use Coinbase or other things. Now, this wallet that you created, even though it's on MetaMask, right? The address, okay, let me just show mine. See, just now I show you here, right? This address, even though if you do not want to use MetaMask, later on you find that oh, different wallet will be better. You can use your private key or your seed phrase. Go to any of this wallet over here and import the private key or the secret or the recovery phrase that I just now mentioned, the 12 English word. You can bring up the same account, exactly the same account in any of this wallet over here. So think about the wallet is an application for you to show what is the cryptocurrency and NFT you hold in that particular address. So the address over here, okay, the address over here is like your bank account. You can check on, you can think of like your bank account, what is in your bank account. You can either check by online account, you can go and log into your account and check online, or you can check by your bank book, or you can check by your bank statement. No matter which way you check on it, your balance of your account is going to be the same. So you can think of all this wallet, right, as different way of viewing your balance in your account, which is the address. Either way of it, you will still see the same balance in the same address. Is it clear, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Just to elaborate on that a little bit. So okay. So let's say I already have my MetaMask wallet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then let's say in my MetaMask I have, let's say one Ethereum. And then if I were to create a separate account, let's say on Coinbase,
Yeah.
if I don't choose to share that address, but I create, let's say, a new one,
Yeah.
so then that means it's separate lah, right?
Yeah, it's just like you open another different account in the.
like a separate account.
Yes.
But instead of doing that, if I just open Coinbase, but I use the same address, means I'll be getting I'll be seeing the same 1 Ethereum from my MetaMask. Is that right?
Correct. Correct.
Okay. All right. Got it.
I even mentioned about Luno. Luno is an exchange. Some people hold their wallet money there as well, but it's actually holding on the exchange. So I even it's considered that because now wallet there is different way of looking at it. Some is custodial and some is non-custodial. Okay, simple term is like when is you putting your cryptocurrency in an exchange means actually you do not have the ultimate control of your cryptocurrency because anybody have the private key is the the sole controller of the cryptocurrency. Now, if I put my cryptocurrency on an exchange so that I can trade, right? Those cryptocurrencies are actually not in my account. They are in the exchange account, and the account gives us another like it's not even a sub account. It's just like an account they given you in a database. You just log on to the database saying that like you already bank in their account. It's just like when you put the money in the bank, you actually do not control your money. The bank have the rights or lend it out to somebody else and all this kind of thing. And if anything happened to the bank, bankrupt says, your money is gone. And you only covered by however much the PDRM is. Is it PDRM? No. What is that called? The insurance for the bank? That's covered. So that is the same concept. But we don't have the insurance to cover for whatever the exchanges, if the exchanges go bust, we don't have the insurance to cover for that. Not that I know of now. So if you are already at this marketplace, or my profile, my collections. So here, when you are already in this connect to this OpenSea, it will automatically direct you to this my collections. So here you can you can customize your page. You can put a banner, rename your account. What you need to do is go here, you click on this setting. Now, because I have logged out of the account just now, so when I sign in, right, it will ask you to sign in. You just click on sign, even though you can see your account now, right, but actually you're not like signing in, because if you are not signed into your account, your MetaMask account, you are not considering signing in to OpenSea. So you need to sign in, just click sign. Then you will come to this page where you can give your account a username, type your bio over there, and put your email address, and do whatever notification changes that you want to do, and change a bit of your appearance of your collections list. So you do not have any things over here because you just created your account. You haven't created any of your listing. So what we need to do now is to go to create a collections. Now here is a logo for yourself. For example, I'll just put anything. Name of your album, like this collections. Like just now Lily said that like you are doing dot mandala, right? Probably this album you want to just put all this art regarding this. You can just put it and describe your work. This album, oh, it's already taken. All right. Then you can just click create. So now you have created this album. It's like the collections of your series of work you have done. Now you want to add an item. So then you can add item over here. Here is where you bring in your JPEG file of your work or GIF or MP4. This photo, and then I name it tomato. Yeah, duh. And if say I have a gallery as well that they can I can link it to the gallery. I can put it over here, and you can do a bit of this descriptions. Now here, the supply is the number of copy that you want to mint. There's no gas cost to you. It means that no matter how much you mint, there's no gas fee. The gas fee only comes in when you transfer the sold NFT to somebody else, right? And then when you click create, when you are until here, so this has been created, right? So you can go and visit, and they'll bring you over here, right? You just check. So this is where you mint your item. Now, when you mint your item, you have enlisted, you do not have any fee incurred. But remember, just now we said that there is a registration fee for you to open this account. Let's just don't worry about all these details over here. You can get it done later on. What you need to do is just click sell over here. And here you can set the price. You want to set the price, or you want to put the highest speed or the bundle. Let's just set the price over here and just put one a price over here first. Don't worry about other things just yet, because what we want to do is to register the account. You can click here, post your listing. Now you can see that the Metamask, can you guys see the Metamask of mine pop up and say that now the gas fee is $12.34?
No, can't see.
You guys cannot see my Metamask because it's an extension. So you guys might not be able to see. And then you will see the alert insufficient funds. Yeah, can you guys copy your address? Only your address, not your recovery phrase or your private key.
Okay.
Copy that and send it to me through WhatsApp.
Okay. You mean that is my account number lah?
Yes.
Bank
Yes, and screenshot this one. Yeah, so that I know that how much of the gas fee I need to transfer to you, so that you can register. After you have get your MetaMask, after you have OpenSea account, what's next? What you need to do? I'm not going to give you any answer over here, because it's really all depends on what you think you want to do. So I just want to know from you, what do you think? What the next step you can do as of now?
List the artwork.
To list your
Market it,
Sorry?
promote it. Yeah.
Yes, you still need to promote it, but at least you have more things to tell people that now, okay, go on to here, and my artwork is also here. And if you hold any cryptocurrency, you want to support me, go check it out. Any other things? One thing that I think just now at the very beginning, Kim Poon have already shared. You need to gather with the same people that do the same thing, because different NFT creators, right? They might have different way on promoting it. There might be a different way for them to do it. Hang on to each other. At least you guys know each other here. Share your social media. Connect to each other, and probably you guys can have some other work together. Stay within the community. Join our Instagram, where we have the next activity, then you guys can join. Yeah, activities in to have some activities, yes. Networking, yes. Because sometimes, right, a lot of work is actually come from the community of the people you are looking for, right? So yeah, it is not only about the journey is just started when you have your NFT account, when you have your crypto wallet. It is not even the end, it's just started. There are many other ways to use blockchain for artists as well. You can use it for your fans to support you. You know, sometimes, right, they buy the NFT from you, not necessarily other than they want it for collections, because just like your fans, they like your work, they like to collect your work, and NFT is another way for them to support you. And crowdfunding, for example, you can use, it might not be NFT, it can be now a fungible token as well. You can create like a tokens to crowdfund a project. Probably you have a big installations project, or for example like Bug, you have a film that you want to make, you want to crowdfund. You can create a token and crowdfund from there, and whatever profit you get from your film, then according to the coins hold by the people, the fan that support you, then you can share the profit with them. This is one of the way in using it. So don't limit yourself to think that like this is the only thing you can do. Just mint your NFT and sell the NFT. Step by step, this thing might be a bit complicated as of now, but do bear in mind that there are many ways in doing that. And you can even use it as selling tickets for your events. For example, if you are musicians, you are a band, you can sell tickets through blockchain as well. So you do not need to go through intermediary. So all these things, how many tickets sold, and all these kind of things is real time. And like you can create your NFT in different copies, number of copies, that would be your limited editions. There are many other ways. There's only a few that I mentioned over here. So that is all that I want to share for today. And here, please scan this and it will bring you to our feedback form. We do want your feedback so that like we can know how to improve for the next time. And if you can give us a testimonial like how the project is being done and how this today's sharing is it beneficial for you, then we can like let other people know whether it's beneficial for you, or then they might come back and get the same sharing or opportunity that you have.